All right, perfect. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining us. We love to do these. We try to do them every couple weeks for any new consultants that we have and for our team and for all of our customers because who doesn't like to see the products in action? I know that's the thing that makes me fall in love with something when I can actually see what it could be used for and why I could benefit from it. Always say I can look at pictures all day long and be like, yep, that looks handy. But as soon as I see it in action, I'm like, now I understand why you need it because it's going to save me time or it's going to save me, this. So, I'm just going to show you today a few things. I'm gonna make some quick egg bites to do as a meal prep type thing. I love having stuff made ahead of time for my family because we get crazy busy and it's nice to be able to just grab something. So I'm gonna show you our rapid prep, I was gonna say our new twist and chop. I'm obsessed with our rapid prep mandolin. I was just using it for dinner, so I have that on my brain. So this is our twist and chop. It's been out now for a season but I'm obsessed with it and I use it for everything. So I love showing it off. And then obviously I'm going to show our new deluxe air fryer and oven that everybody wants to see. And then Miss Kimberly is going to show off our blender and a deep covered baker. Just so many products. And you're going to see how quick it is to make some of these things. And you're going to be like, oh my gosh, they just did that. So like she said, if you have questions, drop them in the chat. I'm going to go over some of these and I'm going to have a fun challenge to show you how, how quick our new air fryer heats up compared to a big oven, because that is my thing right now. I don't remember the last time I turned on my oven because I can do everything in this deluxe air fryer and oven. So I'm going to start with some eggs for our egg bites. You can put whatever you want in it. I'm picky, so I don't like bacon in mine, so I'm not going to put bacon in mine. And for the simplicity of tonight, I'm just going to put eggs and cottage cheese because I want them to be packed with protein. And then I'm going to throw some shredded cheese in there. If I had time and wanted to, and whatever, I might throw some sausage, some ham, some green peppers, stuff like that. But just for tonight, I'm doing eggs and cottage cheese for the protein with the shredded cheese and you won't believe how fluffy they turn out too. So I just did 4 eggs in here. And I like this because it helps break up the consistency of the cottage cheese a little bit. So I did 4 eggs and you don't need to measure. You don't need to be perfect. I just do 2 little scoops. With our twist and chop, the reason why I love it, it's so fast. You can make anything in seconds. There's a power button that does a full cycle, and then there's a pulse button that you can just pulse. But the thing that sets ours apart from the others is the blade goes up and down, so all of your food gets processed evenly. But I'm just gonna show you, I'm gonna pulse it a few times to get the eggs, the cottage cheese, everything mixed up together. And there you go. Everything's whipped together. I'm gonna shred some cheese. If you guys don't shred your own cheese, I like to joke, but I'm like, you're missing out and you're getting a little bit of sawdust with it. So I didn't know for the longest time that when you buy pre-shredded cheese, it's coated with an actual dusting. It's sawdust. They have a whatever silla something, term for it. But I would rather not have that. When you shred your own, first of all, it melts easier, faster, and it's better for you. And you get more out of a block of cheese for your money. So a block of cheese is 8 ounces. If you buy an 8 ounce bag of shredded cheese, the 2 cups, it's 2 cups. When you shred your own 8 ounce block, you get over 2.5 cups. So you're getting more bang for your buck. So here we go. I'm just going to do just a little bit because I'm only making a few. I'm going to spray the inside of this. This is our spritzer. So another thing, healthy wise, you don't want to coat your cooking things with Pam. If you use it, more power to you. That's totally fine. I'm not judging, but I will tell you that our cookware and bakeware, you should not be using Pam on because it builds up a sticky residue and it breaks down the actual outside of it. So we always say the kitchen spritzer is the best to use. You can put olive oil, avocado oil, whatever your choice may be, but it's a lot healthier. And it's not aerosol because you're pumping it yourself. So you can't expect a huge full aerosol spray, but it will coat your pans. So I'm just gonna do a little coating and then take this out. I love our silicone prep bowls because they can fold. I could probably pour it from here, but just so I don't make a big mess in front of all of you, I'm gonna use our prep bowl. Then you can just take it and put it into the well. And kind of like everything, you know,
You
when
might
you're
need to
baking.
tip your camera down.
Oh, sorry. Move back a little bit too. But it's just like when you're baking anything, just put it, you know, half to 3/4 of the way full. And then if you had your toppings or insides besides cheese, this is where you can mix it in. And I'm just gonna put my cheese in there. And you can do salt, pepper, stuff like that. I tend to not add too much salt to my stuff, so we're not gonna do that. But that's all I'm gonna do for those. Broccoli is another good one here. This is where I'm going to show you the preheating feature and the fastness. So I'm gonna start my oven, preheat it to the same temperature that I'm going to preheat the Deluxe air fryer. We're gonna get everything going and then we're gonna see when my oven gets preheated, how long it's been since we've actually had that preheated because I was blown away. So, okay, I did that. So we're actually gonna have a few minutes or maybe a second or two. Pull this. Now, I will talk about this, I promise. I'm just going to get it started for you. Okay, 350. That's preheating. So the thing about this, I thought, can you guys see this good? Because on my screen, it's really small, but am I big on your screen?
We can see it just fine.
Okay, good. And I can always move it closer over here if you guys want an up close picture of it. Let me see if I can change my screen. Okay, so for our new Deluxe air fryer and oven, it is, when I say amazing, it's amazing. Sorry, my computer is now gonna be funny on me. Okay, so we have the two doors. So there's two different compartments. And on the top, you can do toast, bagel. I'm gonna throw the egg bites in there. You can do pizza. You can make up to a 12-inch pizza in this. A Latza Matza, which is our favorite frozen pizza, you can throw in the top and make a frozen pizza in there. And I'm not kidding you, I got rid of my toaster and my pizza oven because of this thing. It is so great. And then the bottom has the air fryer capability where like a normal air fryer. It also has a ton of other features. You can do a convection bake. You can do roast. All of them have custom. You can do a custom setting. It has a dehydrate function. The best thing too is it has a sync feature, syncing them together, meaning the other night I made a pasta dish plus meatballs. I put the meatballs on top and I put the pasta in the bottom. The pasta is gonna take longer because it has to cook the pasta, everything else that's in there. So I think it was maybe half an hour, I don't remember. And the meatballs were like 15 minutes. I put them both in there, hit the sync feature, set what I wanted the top for time and temp, set what I wanted the bottom for time and temp. And they were both done at the same time. I didn't have to check it. I didn't have to worry about it. They got done, they beeped, and I was like, oh my gosh. So if you're like me and you're making veggies and chicken or something, and you always forget to put the veggies in after the first 20 minutes of your chicken cooking, and you're like, oh, now I don't have any veggies ready. Oh, it's prepared, like it's already preheated. That's how quick it is. So when I say that I literally don't start my oven anymore, I don't. So for this one, we're gonna use the top. So you can just go like this and open only the top. put it in, it says add food, you click the button and it starts your countdown. If I had something for the bottom, we could set them both and do that. There's tons of things on here that you can do as far as setting this certain temperature, the time, the fan. It's literally just, oh, when you go to put your toast in there and you select the toast setting, it literally asks you how many slices and what shade you want it for. You can fit 6 slices of toast in the top. Granted, they're a little, they're crammed in there, but you can fit them. They're not on top of each other. They're not folded. So you can set, you can open this one separate, you can open the bottom one separate, or you can open both doors at the same time if you wanted to. So, that's kind of that. And my oven is still not preheated. While that is baking, then Miss Kimberly is going to talk about her goodies that she's doing.
Yay! I am going to start by making homemade peanut butter because this cooking blender has been like the game changer for me. If you have ever looked at the ingredients in your peanut butter, do you know how much oil is already in peanuts? And then they add oil to your peanut butter and sugar and all sorts of other stuff. But with the cooking blender, we can make peanut butter with just peanuts in about 5 minutes. You can also make baby food in here. You can make soup in here. You can make pasta sauce in here. It's got all these different settings on it. But of course, you can still make your margaritas. You can still make your milkshakes. I haven't ever used it for that, but I've made soups and pasta sauce and homemade peanut butter. So we're going to make the homemade peanut butter, and then we're going to use that to make our microwavable dessert. So this is glass, and it will get hot, and it is heavy. Put it on here, and then we've got smoothie alternative milk. So if you want to make like almond milk, things like that, you can do that in here. Save yourself a lot of money with that. We're going to use the grind setting. It has a jam setting. I make homemade jelly in here. Sorry, I'm getting over a cold. Sauce, heated puree, if you want to make up baby food, soup, and heated wash, because this will clean itself. So while I'm making up my dessert today, I can show you how this is going to clean up the peanut butter mess. This is a little loud when I make the peanut butter, so I'm going to suggest that you turn the volume down on your device because it's going to get a little bit loud here. But we are going to just set it to grind. It's a 2-minute and 20-second process. And we might have to just temper it down a little bit as it goes through. So if you want to stop it early.
So to say, we really can't hear the blender, which is good. So, but yeah, so you do use the little tamp to just push down the sides because it starts to kind of build up the sides as it's getting mixed in. It turns to like a dry powder and then it starts to turn to that creamy mixture, but you want to keep kind of tamping it down so it's in the blade in the middle. And I think the actual setting for the peanut butter to make is like 2 minutes and 20 seconds or something. And that's how quick it is to make that. But you can see it now, it's getting a little bit more creamy and kind of chunking up. And that's what I like too, is you can stop it if you want it a little more like chunky peanut butter with more, granules in there. I like mine super creamy, so I let it go for the full cycle. And I'm not kidding you, like I laughed. My husband was like, "You're gonna make peanut butter?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna try it." And then I did, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this is so easy and it is so good." It's the creamiest, it's the best peanut butter ever. Oh, there's little Jazzy. Oh, she's gonna come help. So yeah, now it's in the final thing where everything is getting kind of mixed in there and it's just that creaminess and you don't have to tamp it down. So you're fine, like just to let it go. But like with the other settings, there's the sauce setting. So you can make like Alfredo sauce, pasta sauce, like she said. and you just can like throw the stuff in there and walk away and it runs its course. And then sometimes it'll have you add stuff like towards the end. There's a cycle that you add stuff in. And it tells you when you need to add stuff, which is great. Oh, there's my oven preheated. It just beeped. Hopefully you guys can hear me and I'm not just talking to myself because I don't hear the blender at all. But my oven just got done preheating and
We
The
hear you,
timer?
Brandi.
okay, good. I was like, I can't hear the blender at all. So hopefully I'm not just talking to myself.
And just to show you how nice and creamy and delicious the peanut butter looks, I'm gonna get this dished up here. I'm just gonna use the 3-cup prep bowl. I love these prep bowls. They come in 1, 2, and 3-cup sizes. They are. I got my helper Jasmine here. They're dishwasher safe, microwave safe, freezer safe, oven safe without the lid. Don't put the plastic lid in there.
So I was saying my oven beeped and preheated, and I checked the time on my air fryer, and it had been over 5 minutes that my food was already cooking. So that meant it
Wow.
probably took my oven maybe, I don't know, 8 to 10 minutes to actually come to temperature, which is another reason why I'm obsessed with the air fryer.
Jasmine, you're gonna have to move your beverage that's in my way, please. Thank you. This is heavy. I got some peanut butter on the counter here.
It's okay.
Is it okay?
We can lick it off.
Well, we're not gonna lick it off of the counter.
Why?
We're just gonna clean it up like this. You can have some peanut butter in a little while. I will show you how that washes up here in just a little bit, but we are going to get this brownie mix going here. You're gonna,
Hi.
hi, can you get down for a minute, please, and come wait over on this side for me? Over here out of the way,
Hi.
because I need some room to work. And we have a little kitchen, so I'm gonna move this out of the way for a minute. I'll move your stool over here. And you can wait right there. So I don't know if you guys know or not, but on the Pampered Chef website, we have blogs and recipes. And I got this recipe right off the Pampered Chef website. You don't have to have all the Pampered Chef tools. A lot of these you can improvise with what you have in your kitchen, but there's a lot of simple meals. There's a category for like 30 minutes and under. There's budget friendly meals. So many different options. You can search by ingredient. You can search by what kind of dish you're looking for. I gotta move my Snickers bars out of the way here for a second. All right, so this is our deep covered baker. This is one of our stoneware pieces, and stoneware is one of the items that started Pampered Chef with the pizza stone. But this is our partially glazed piece. So the inside is the unglazed, and you see how as it gets used, it starts to get this darker color that actually makes it more non-stick. And the outside of these are more like the glazed stoneware, and they're very easy to clean. But I love that you can put these in your microwave. You can put these in your broiler because it's not cast iron, it's not metal, so it can go in all of those things. And then I'm going to use our adjustable measuring cup or measuring spoon. This goes anywhere from 1 teaspoon to a tablespoon, and then the smaller one is a teaspoon and down. And we're just going to put in 2 tablespoons of oil. And then I'm just going to use the basting brush to just spread that around inside the dish. I love our basting brush. It has a little handle, so you can put it on the side of your bowl or container. In this case, I'm just going to throw it in the sink because we're not going to need to keep basting. But when you're working in the grill or working on the stove, that's really handy to have that on there. All right. And then we're going to start measuring out my ingredients because I didn't realize that what I consider a normal size brownie is actually the family size brownie. So I needed to break it down and put 2 cups and 2 tablespoons in because the box that I bought was the family size, even though I thought that was normal. So I've got 2 cups and 2 tablespoons of that in my bowl already. And then we're going to add in a 1/4 cup of water. These are the easy read measuring cups. So you don't have to get down to eye level to read what level it, when it's full. This is the little guy, but it comes with a set of 4. Okay, and then egg. We need 2 tablespoons. Oh, where did I throw my tablespoon? There it is. Oil in here too. We got a candy bar. Did you take one of mine? Why didn't you guys tell me she was snagging my candy bar back here?
She must have been hiding behind the counter. I didn't see her.
It was right there. Well, I needed that for this recipe, honey. All right, let me get the Snickers out. Stay out of my candy bars.
Hey, Mama.
It's okay, honey.
Mommy was.
And then I'm just gonna use the same mix and scraper that I use for my peanut butter because we're gonna put peanut butter back in here when we're done anyways. So I'm just gonna mix this all up. Nice and easy. I don't even have to get my big stand mixer out, even though I love that thing. But I find I use my mixer more for meal prep than I do baking.
Same. It's funny. I like go to get it out and I'm like, oh, I don't remember the last time I used this for actually baking anything.
I love these mixing bowls. Look at how pretty these are. The 2-tone. Again, you can put these in the microwave. You can put these in the dishwasher. I love that so many of our products can go anywhere that we need them. All right. Down the bottom here, we're going to arrange my Snickers. 10 little mini Snickers.
That mixing bowl has a rubber bottom too. I don't know if you said that, I couldn't remember, but that's another thing
yeah.
I like about it is it's the rubber on the bottom helps it from sliding all over or moving around when you're mixing stuff. And it does come in 3 sizes. I was like, did they get rid of the 1 size now? As soon as I went to say it, I was like, we had 3 and now I'm
I feel like they have the small and the large, or you can get the set of 3.
okay.
Pouring the batter right over the Snickers. Then normally it says to microwave the peanut butter, but because we just made it, it's very liquidy. As it sets, it's going to become more peanut butter consistency, but because we grind it, it gets so hot in there while it's grinding that it's basically a liquid right now. So I'm gonna pour this in our measure all, and if you have to measure things like peanut butter, honey, mayonnaise, you need the measure alls. This is the mini one. But you can just like push it out in there. So, but we're supposed to scoop it. And again, it's a little bit liquid, so we're hoping that this is gonna turn out right. We'll find out. I've never made this before, so I won't know if it's right or not. And I'm just gonna use the mini scoop to just put little blobs of peanut butter throughout here. I love these scoops. They come in 4 sizes now, Brandi.
Yes, small, medium, large, and extra large.
And I also use these more, I think, for meal prep than anything else. They make great meatballs.
Meatballs and my protein energy ball things that I do. Those are great.
Peanut butter a little bit. Here, you can lick this, Jasmine. All right, then I'm just gonna throw this in the microwave for 4 to 6 minutes. And that is it.
You have to put the cover on or no?
No, it says uncovered.
Okay. That's a good deal. I have made a chocolate lava cake in the microwave as well, and everybody's like blown away. They're like, "You just make brownies or a cake in the microwave? Like, what?"
I did get the lid out to show that it does come with a lid, which is great when you're making like casseroles and stuff in the oven.
Right.
All
And then
right, how are your egg bites doing?
they're almost done. They got 45 seconds left, so you guys can see those. I'll try to move you.
Awesome.
Do you guys?
So the deluxe blender that I was just using is normally $349, but talk with the consultant who invited you here and how you can get it for $139.60 this month. So that is an amazing deal, and I guarantee you are gonna love that blender. I use it for everything. So while Brandy's showing you that, I'm gonna get the blender ready again to show you how it cleans itself.
Perfect. Do you guys want, you can put in the chat, like I said, it's showing up funny on my, or like far away on my screen. But if you want me to move my computer, I can move it like over to this counter if you guys, there's a little beeping, if you want a more up close kind of picture of it. But so that just got done. Like I said, it beeps. Another thing that's so funny is when you start this thing, which I didn't show you because I was just trying to get it preheated. When you push the button to start it, it literally says, "Let's get cooking" across it. When you shut it off, it says goodbye. Like it's just, to me, I don't know, like this thing, I kid you not when I say I don't know if I have turned my oven on because I can make everything in here. I made a chicken and rice casserole, which I always make in the oven, and I made it in here. And I can show you these amazing accessories that you can get. So it does come with lots of inserts because it's so big. So this is a normal tray that you can cook on, where if you had our old one, there was like a drip tray that you weren't supposed to cook on. Some people did. But this is a tray that you can cook on. So you can do your toast on here if you wanted to. You can do something where you just need a little bit of a lip. Otherwise, it has is it three and two? Two of these, and then just a regular metal rack. But these are the normal cooking trays that you can use it on. And I mean, look at this. Like, that's how big this thing is. Like, I'm not kidding you. And then you can buy accessories. So I'm gonna show you this just to show you if you want to open up like before I opened up just the top, if you want to open up all of them, you just pull down on that and both compartments come open. And you can see these. Oh, the one got really fluffy. I must have filled that one more. But like they're so fluffy and good, and they're easy. They're absolutely so easy to make. Oh, and check out, I forgot about these. These are our new oven gloves. Which I like joked, I was like, what do I need an oven glove for? I have the mitts, I have the little, if you guys have our little I call them the claws, my son calls them the jaws or something, but like I have these, I have, I'm like, I don't need these. And I got them and I'm like, okay, I guess I did need these. They're so handy to be able to just grab stuff. And then the inside here has another lining so that when you're like grabbing stuff, sometimes they don't have that and you kind of get in the middle of there and you burn yourself. But I do love these too. And then, and this, first of all, it's made out of stainless steel. I forgot to say that because that's a huge, huge thing for people nowadays. It doesn't have the non-stick coating on the inside. It doesn't have anything on the inside. It's made out of stainless steel, which is a bonus for me because I'm trying to go a little more, non-toxic type stuff. It's hard these days, but stainless steel. But anyways, back to the accessories you can buy. You can get a set of stuff. So this is another baking tray. So if you wanted to bake cookies or something like that, you can bake them on this pan, which is, once again, so tonight when I did my chicken and rice casserole, I put 3 chicken breasts in here, 2 cups of rice with water and soup. Everything fit in here to make my whole casserole, which is crazy. And then the pan, obviously, that I used tonight, you can use that for muffins, for brownies, and a lot of people like it. If you don't have a huge family to cook for and you don't want to make a big batch of sweets, It's perfect with those 6 little compartments. Then we have our metal pizza pan. So once again, you can fit your pizza, 12-inch pizza on here, throw it in there on pizza. It's kind of like, I feel like it cooks it faster. I'm trying to think of how long it took us when we made pizza, like maybe 15 minutes roughly. I've only done a couple times. My husband, I went to Texas and I literally got this 2 days before I left for Texas. So I only got to cook one thing. I told him, I was like, play with it, experiment. I don't know, tell me what it's like. I got home and he was like, that's the best thing ever. We're getting rid of our toaster, we're getting rid of our pizza oven, like it's just great. Um, and then they also have stone, another pizza stoneware, which is what we are known for. And the top compartment has a special stone button. So it's made for stoneware. You can put it on there and it knows exactly what to cook it at. Ooh, that's kind of loud. So you can use the stoneware in there. This thing, I don't know,
My
I'm just.
microwave is already beeping here.
Oh my goodness, yay. But just like the blender that she was talking about, once again, you can get this. This is only available right now for hosts this month. It's a host exclusive and you can get it for $139. It's absolutely crazy to me because of all of the stuff that it does and all of the stuff that you can get rid of your other appliances. And then another perk, if you join as a consultant, you can actually earn it for free. So to me, I'm like, why not try to get something for free if you have that opportunity? Because I'm all about deals. So that's crazy that Pampered Chef is just like, here we go. Like it's a great incentive. They're so generous with their host rewards, with their new consultants, with their consultants.
Oh my
Ooh.
goodness, that looks delicious. I gotta let it cool for 10 minutes. I'm gonna just dig right in.
Right?
I am gonna get this blender cleaning while we're going. I just want to show you, it's still pretty gunked up in there. I'm just gonna put a couple drops of detergent and it's got measurements right on it. So I fill it up to the 3-cup line and I'm gonna set it on clean and we'll just keep chatting with you while that's going here.
Yes, and don't worry about your blender. We can't hear it when it's going, which is really
Oh,
funny.
good.
But like if you try talking over it, it kind of sometimes drowns you out, but we can't hear it if it's just going, just so you know.
Oh, good.
Another thing I want to show you because these are super fun and they can go in the air fryer, but it's our new half pie pans. So who knew there was such a thing or that you needed such a thing? But how many times are the baking sheets like 9 by 9? Do you mean the stone in this? I think that's probably what you mean. I would say, let me measure for you because I'm not 100% sure. Everything's so new. I don't know it all yet, but I think it's probably close to an 8 by 8, 9 by 9. But I will measure for you in a second. But the half pie pans, which are funny. But how many times are you and your family split between what kind of pies you like? Or I know I like apple pie. My husband does not like apple pie. He wants pumpkin pie. So you can make a half of pie of each. And it comes with the set of 2 and they can fit in the air fryer. Or if you think about somebody who maybe if you don't have it, like that's another thing. Sorry, I'm obsessed. This air fryer. The air fryer. It will cook for a large family. We have technically 6 people in our family. My mother-in-law eats with us a ton, so I always say 7. But like I fed a family of 7 tonight with it. But if you only have 1 or 2 of you, just use, one thing. You don't have to make a whole meal with all 3, racks taken. Like you can make 2 or 7. But that's the other thing with these is if you're making a chicken pot pie or a shepherd's pie, like something like that, and it's just for you or you and another person, you can make 2 and freeze one before you even cook it if you wanted to, because it comes with lids. Okay. So
I've
you
seen some amazing calzone recipes too,
Yes,
using
I
them.
I
And
have that.
Crystal, yes, we do have grill pans. We have both like the flat modular pans and we also have a grill pan set. And I believe they're safe for the air fryer. I know they were in the old air fryer, so I'm assuming that they are also adaptable Because I believe everything that could go in the original air fryer goes into the new one, correct, Brandi?
Yes, I'm just trying to figure out like what are you thinking you would need a grilling griddle type pan for? Because yes, we have the modular sheet pans, or it does have says a rack that's in there as well. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure out kind of what you're thinking you would use it for, or what you need it for. Oh, for steak and pork chops. So that you could use.
These are the other grill pans that have the little holes in them too. And they
Yes.
have removable handles.
Oh yeah, she found the grill pans. So for steak or pork chops, these can actually be coated with tin foil. And the old air fryer, you couldn't put any tin foil in it. So you can actually wrap these in tin foil if you wanted. Otherwise, you could use this to catch your drippings if you wanted to just throw your steak or anything in there, or you can use the rack and then put this underneath it to catch any drippings. Trying to think, but yeah, you
I-
kind of use those.
I also learned recently that when you're making things that are really greasy, you can put some bread in the bottom of your air fryer to collect all that grease.
Yes, thank you, Laura, for measuring that. I was like, when I was looking at it, I'm like, I feel like it's bigger, but maybe it's just because I'm thinking that this thing is so amazing and so big. Um, but yes, our another girl on our team cooked steaks and salmon one night for her family, who she has a very large family. And I'm not kidding you, the picture she had of the steaks, I didn't count, but I would guess there was at least 6 steaks on her rack. Which was so crazy. And then she had salmon on the top. And it has a heat and crisp function too. So if you're somebody who likes crispy broccoli or Brussels sprouts, you can even use the roast if you want roasted Brussels sprouts. But I've heard that like the crispy broccoli, I've never tried it, but apparently it's a big thing. People love it for that, the heat and crisp function. Any questions on that or on the blender or anything that we've used? You guys are doing good with the little chat here too. Small oven pizza stone. Oh yeah. But yeah, so a host only this month, and then next month it will be available to customers at the full price, just so you're aware. Otherwise, get it for free. And I will say, honestly, like Brittany, is on here too, but it is just like Laura's a consultant too. But it's just crazy at like the different reasons why people join Pampered Chef and why they stay. And I'm here 4.5 years later due to all of a sudden having triplets. And I fell in love with it though. Like I started for the free products and to earn a little bit of money. And I fell in love. It was so fun. And they just keep sending you free stuff, which is a huge perk. But right now we're in our initial earning period for our trips because we get to go on trips. So that's what I like to say too, is like, who doesn't like to go on a trip? And this year we're earning trips for cruises. I've never been on a cruise, so I am super excited. But in June, we're going to Disney. We get to take my son. Sorry, but my triplets are staying home. I love them, but I can't do 4 kids, 5 and under at Disney for my first time ever. Like, I just was like, I can't do it. Nope. Plus it'll be fun just to have him only and have him have that special little time together.
We're clean.
Yay.
I mean, when you do things like peanut butter, things that are sticky, I'll be honest, it is not going to get it perfectly clean. If you're doing things like sauce and soup, it gets it really clean. I'm just gonna rinse the bubbles out of here though, so you can see just how clean it got. For just one round here.
Yeah, that's what I always say. I'm like, most things will come almost 100% clean. Peanut butter.
I mean, that's pretty dang good, okay? I don't have to scrub underneath those blades. I don't know. It's amazing to me that I can just, in a 2.5 minute cycle, it's gonna clean itself.
That is one of my perks that I like.
I don't have a dishwasher. So having things that can clean themselves is a lifesaver for me in the kitchen.
You're the dishwasher. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
I am the dishwasher. Or I have Jasmine lick it clean. She's always willing, so.
Right?
But just like Brandi said, I was kind of the same thing. I joined for the products. I had some things that were on my wish list. I was going to host a party. And Brandi said, why don't you give this a shot? There was a sale. There was a special to sign up that month where I was able to get my startup kit. I think it was like 15% off or something. This month it's even more amazing because you can start for only $25. I thought it was amazing that I started for like 40 and I got the pizza stone and some other products to get me started. But my main goal was that I wanted to get a mixer. I had never had a nice mixer before and I needed new pots and pans. So I was able to do my launch party and use my host rewards to get my pots and pans. I was able to get some of the Pampered Chef products in my launch kit, and then I was able to get discounts to get everything else. So, I mean, I have it all now after, and I don't have it all. I don't have that beautiful new air fryer and oven that Brandi has. I don't have a lot of these new products yet. But fortunately, as consultants, we can get great discounts on those. So they're on my wish list and they'll be in my cart soon because they're just amazing. But we also have opportunities to earn a lot of these products as consultants. So a lot of the things that I have in my kitchen, I didn't pay anything for. They were things that I earned for hitting sales goals and other milestones and stuff like that with Pampered Chef. But more than anything, I'm grateful for the friendships that I've gotten from joining this. Brandi and I have become great friends. Laura, who's on here today, has become a great friend. Just between customers and other consultants, the support group that we have with each other is just amazing. So if it's something that you've ever thought about doing, this is the month to start because for $25, you can give it a go and possibly get that air fryer and oven for free. That's just amazing. I mean, $25 and you can get an air fryer and oven, and we're going to help you do it. Because when we sign up new consultants, we do things like this. And we put on shows like this and we help you get started and we show you how to do the parties. We show you how to use the products. We teach you about Pampered Chef, and you're not on your own because we have this amazing support group that helps you through all of that. But does anybody have any other questions about any of the products, either ones that we showed today or ones that you were curious about? Because one of us probably has it in our kitchen if you'd like to see anything else demonstrated.
More than likely, I'm sure. No questions?
No questions? Well, we appreciate everybody hopping on here. We really enjoy being able to bring these products into your kitchen. I wish you could taste test. If you're
Right.
local and you ever want to do in-home shows, we do offer those as well, where you can actually taste these things and we can come into your kitchen and we can cook these for you. So that's pretty cool. If
I
you've
just
never
want to show
done
you
an
too,
in-home
sorry.
party, go
I
ahead.
was just looking and I'm like, look at these are like popping out. Like
Nice.
I let them cool and that's how easy they are to just come out. Like, there you go. And then I can throw them in my container to save. And then when I'm in a hurry in the morning and trying to get the kids out the door, I'm like, okay, heat one of these up quick.
Yeah, that looks really good.
Oh,
Can't
wow.
wait to dig into this. Maybe throw a scoop of ice cream on there.
Yes. Or some homemade whipped cream.
Ooh, I do have some heavy whipping cream in there, so that could be happening. Well, thank you all for coming tonight. And if you have any questions, reach out to us or reach out to your consultant if you think of anything after this, and we will get the replay up in all of the parties that you guys are in. So if you want to look back, catch anything again, you can do so. You guys all have a good night.
Thank you.